Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology.
Good morning to all. This is Dr. M. Maheswari, Associate Professor, School of Computing, Sathyabama Institute of Science and Technology, Chennai. Today I am going to deliver about swings in Java. So you all about what is Java. Java is a independent language. So it is a platform independent. So what is the swings in Java? So swing is a GUI. That is, GUI means graphical user interface. This is my agenda. Today we are going to discuss about what is swing, difference between AWT and swing. The third one is what is the features, origin and features of the string. Fourth one is MVC, that is model view controller. And fifth one is swing components and containers and packages, designs and implementation of the components. So these are all the topics we are going to discuss today. What is swing? So swing is a graphical user interface. So what is the meaning of the graphical user interface? For example, if I touch the screen is moving. So I am a user. So I can graphically touch the screen is moving. Whatever I want to do, I can perform with the window. So in the GUI, here we are going to create a window. What is the meaning of the window? In software, all you are about of the window. Window means a window with have minimize, maximize and close button and menu bars. So the menu bars is important. We can do whatever the actions we want, we can perform with it. So that kind of window we can going to create using the language Java, using the package Swing. So the swing is a graphical user interface. So in the graphical user interface, we have some hierarchy. All the programming languages, we have a hierarchy. So what is the hierarchy of the swing? Means it is the top level of the AWT. So before swing, we have a component, we have a package AWT, that is called abstract window toolkit. So in the swing, it's provide a look and feel. What is the graphical user interface? It is visibility. What we are doing, we can visibly seeing. So the visibility of the swing is very good compared to AWT. Next one is, it is window based application. So what is the meaning of the window? Window is it has minimize, maximize and close. We can minimize and we can maximize and we can close, and whatever the operations we can perform, like as Microsoft window, like as a PPT, like as a drawing toolbar, anything it is called as a software, anything we can do with the window. Next one is, it is built on top of AWT. So next one is AWT. So what is AWT? It is like as a graphical user interface. So why we go with a swing? So before that, we have to understand what is it is not as a disadvantage. So what is the problem we are faced when we design our GUI using the AWT? So in the 3 points, what is the first point is operating system. All you know about operating system. So why we are called Java is an independent language? Because it is a platform independent. What is the meaning of the platform? Platform is nothing but operating system. So in AWT, what is the first problem is right, operating system dependent. Operating system dependent. What is the second one is each and look and feel. What is the meaning of the look and feel? What we are looking, what we can do, whatever the mold we can perform with our GUI, we can do. It is a user flexibility, but the feel and the look is comparatively less because of it is platform dependent. But what is the Java? Java is a platform oriented. So what is the meaning of the platform oriented? Write once, run anywhere. But in AWT, we can write, but run is not in anywhere. So it is a second. What is the third one? It is a heavyweight components. What is the meaning of the components here? Like a login form. You have to take an example of the login form. In the login form, only you have a two option. One is a username, second one is a password. Finally, you can click the button. So after the button clicked, your password and username should be verified in the back-end process. So the username, what you have to enter, that is called as a components in the swing. So in the components is a heavyweight. What is the meaning of the heavyweight? So for example, in the swing, it has a package, it has lot of classes inbuilt. For example, some of the interfaces it needs from AWT. It is not independent of AWT. It is depend some mechanism, that is event handling mechanism from AWT. So it is a render some of the mechanisms from AWT. In that places, AWT has a heavyweight component. So heavyweight, what is the meaning of the heavyweight? So it occupies more space and operating system, something we can told that. So that is called heavyweight. But so for these problems, we have to go with the swings, right? Next one is origin and futures of the swing. Which year the swing was developed? 1997 the swing was developed. So what is the part? What is the part means? Java Foundation classes. It is called as JFC. So in the but basic whatever the functions means, it is rendering from AWT. So it is a basic foundation from AWT. Next one is the event handling mechanism. What is the meaning of the event? If I am going to click the button, it is called the event. I am going to drag the window, it is called the event. I am going to minimize the window, it is called event. All event handling mechanism, it is a method. So all the methods already developed in AWT. So it just rendering the AWT event handling mechanisms. So what is the main two features of the swing is? First one is lightweight. But what is the problem in the AWT? The components are heavyweight components, but in the swings, lightweight components. So what is the meaning of the light? What is the first disadvantage we have to mention the AWT? Platform dependent, but it is platform independent. So platform independent means, what is the meaning of graphically? Here we are going to perform a GUI. So what is the meaning of the GUI? Graphical user interface. So graphical user interface means we need some graphic options. We can make some coloring, we can moving the component, whatever the graphics we can perform. So in the graphics, it is all the components it's going to download from AWT. So AWT already we have to told that it is heavyweight components, but because of it is a platform dependent, all the components are lightweight components. Next one is, so lightweight components. So lightweight, what is a lightweight means? It is more flexible. Next one is each component across all platforms. We can modify whatever we want, that we can perform with the different platforms. It is a first feature. What is the second feature is look and feel. What is the meaning of the look and feel? In the look, we can feel that it is a better GUI. So that's why Swing provides a pluggable look and feel. What is the meaning of the pluggable look and feel? So the controls. Now in the example design and implementation, you can understand what is the look and feel of the component. Okay, these are all the origin and features. Next one is MVC. It is a very, very important. If all the guys, not only the swing, not only the AWT, all the GUI component should have a MVC. So what is the meaning of the MVC? Model View Controller. What is the meaning of the model? Model of the component. How the design of the component. It is called the model. What is the meaning of the view? When the view is on the, for example here, checkbox. So checkbox is a model. Checkbox, you people, everyone should have an idea about the checkbox. What is the meaning of the checkbox? For example, male and female. If you are a login form or if you use a registration form, lot of option is there. First one is username, second one is a password, third one is the age, fourth one is male or female. So in the male or female, you have to tick the checkbox. So it is a look of the component, that is called the model. So what is the meaning of the view? How the component is displayed on the screen, it is called the view. What is the meaning of the controller? How it reacts with the user. That's why it is called graphical user interface. So how the component reacts to the user. If I click, it immediately responds to me means the component is a lightweight component and in look and feel is very good. For example, if I click, it is not clicked or somewhat it is happening. Whatever the user, the component is reacting, not reacting properly means the look and feel is not good. So that's why here we are saying that the MVC is a procedure for a GUI. Ninth one is, what is the model view? For example, model view controller is combined three, we have to call it as a MVC. Can we separate this any one of the model from the component, view from the component? Can it will affect the another process of the view or control? Nothing. So for example, if I want focus the model, if I am going to design my GUI based upon the model means I can separate the model from the component. Next one is no, I am only give the comment based upon the view, I can do on controller. So all three I can separate based upon my GUI. So this is MVC. Okay. Next one is components and containers. So before that I told what is the main difference between the AWT and Swing. So component, that is we are saying that lightweight. What is the meaning of the component, ma'am? Why we are saying that the component? Because in the component, for example, I told that window. What is the meaning of the window? A window, it contains minimize, maximize and close button. So how we can create a window from the Swing? It is called the frame or panel. So dialog, it is called the components. It is called the components. So in the components, just for example, if window is present, software window, I am talking about the software window. In the software window, I am just drag using the mouse. I can move up, I can move down, I can move right, I can move left. So using the frame only, I can put my control components. So that is called the components. For example, how we can get the components in the Swing? From the class J component. From the class J component. Next one is, what is the package? Package is very important. Why package is important? Without package, we cannot perform the extra operations. For basic operations, we need a normal. But how we can import? Import as a special keyword, import, import java.awt, java.swing, java.x.swing. That is called extension of Swing. So that's why here we have a package java.x.swing. So what is meaning java.x.swing is a package of the Swing components. So if we are not import that package, we cannot access whatever the class inbuilt in the Swing. So these are all the basic. Next one is, what is the containers? So what is the components? What is the meaning of the component? Here you know J button. What is the meaning of the button? I already explained you the login form. What is the login form? Username and password is there. Username and password is there. So in the username and the password, below one click. What is the meaning of the click? Click is the name of the button. So if I click the button, only the validation will be happen in the backend. That is a button. What is a checkbox? You already know that. What is a checkbox? Checkboxes we can tick true or false. Next one is color. If I want to do some coloring, the color chooser is there. Next, I am getting some extra information from outsources. That is called the J file chooser. Next one is below J file chooser. We have a J label. What is the meaning of the label? Username. So name, username. Here the label is a name, a password, age. These are all called the labels. In the example you can easily understand. The label is label. So okay. Next one is menu item and scroll bar, scroll pan, text field. Next one is toolbar, spinner, toggle button, and J window. All the things are all components. So we can get the components from the Swing package. Next one is packages. Packages is very important. Why packages is very important? Because the packages have inbuilt classes and inbuilt methods. We can access builder already. The developer already developed all the package, all the classes and bundled into the packages. So here main thing we are going to use Java x.swing. The additional, for example, I want to use some tables. For example, in the student mark entry form. In the student mark entry form, your marks are displayed in the table format. So I want to design a program for that, right? So here I need a table. But in Microsoft Word or in PPT, I can get the table from the table menu. Here it is not like that. You are a user, you are a developer, you are going to create a table. So what you have to do, if you have with the table packages only, if you have a package Java x.swing table package only, you can get the table and you can whatever operations you can. Next it is a coding part. So in the designing part you can take from the packages. Next one is text parser. What is the meaning of the parsing? So we are going to converting one to another, text parsing. That time we need the parsing. Next one is HTML. For example, your text will be displayed in HTML, means you need a package. So these are all the additional packages. But what is the main package here? Java Swing Java x.swing. Normally in AWT we can use the package java.awt. But in the Swing, what is the package? Java x.swing. Okay. Next one is design and implementation. So in this lecture, I am just explain you how to develop a simple program to create a simple J-frame, and next lecture I will explain you how to implement in the NET BEANS IDE, right? So three methods you need to develop a frame. What is set size? What is the meaning of the size? That's you can know x coordinate and y coordinate. What is, because it is a screen, in the screen I can set my window in this part only. So what is the x coordinate and what is the y coordinate? So that's you have to mention in the size. Next one is visible. For example, this PPT is visible to you. For example, I want the visibility of the PPT is disabled, means I can set that set visible is true. Set visible true, na, it is visible. Set visible is false, means the visibility is hiding. Next one is set layout. What is the meaning of the layout? Here in this PPT, I have to use the slide. I have to divide the slide in the two parts. One for heading and another for the content. This is my layout. For example, someone maybe use without heading, or they can split the layout. They can split the slide into the three parts. This is called the layout. So layout is null, means empty layout. I cannot separating the frame. I am not separating the frame. Okay, this is the example program. So in this example program, first it is a packages. What is the packages? So whatever we want, everything we can include in the top of the programming. So here I have to use three packages. One is AWT, another one is event, because here I am going to perform some event, means I need an event. But in the basic frame, event is no need. Next one is swing. What is the important? What is the third one is import Java x.swing. Okay, this is class, you know that how to write a Java program. Basic you already know that. You need a class and you need a main. So inside the class and main only, we are going to write the concepts. Okay, first one is J-frame. What is the meaning of the J-frame? J-frame is a class. So in the J-frame, I am going to get a frame, fresh frame. What is the name of the frame? First frame. Next one is I am going to give the size of the frame. What is 500, 500. Next one is set visible. What is the meaning of the visible? I already told you. The visibility, the frame visible. It is visible to user or not visible to user. If I want to visible, for example, why ma'am? If the frame is visible only, we can perform the operation. Okay. So in the ATM, example, you have to take the ATM. Front, what is the first window? Login window. After the login window, which window will be appear? So your window, because you can, whatever the operations you can perform with the bank, that will be display, right? Because what about the previous window? It's hidden. For example, in my project, I have more than 10 frames. All 10 frames will not be appear in the one window. So if second window will present, means first window will be in the hide stage. So that's why the visible will be useful. If I have only one, means that visible is true. For example, many frame I have, all the frames will not be appear, it make you confused. So that's why second frame will appear, means first frame will be disappear. So that's why here set visible is true. Next one is layout. For example, second frame I want to fix some border layout. Many layout is there. I will explain you in the next lecture. So this is only for closing. What is the meaning of the closing? Means in any window you have minimize, maximize and close. Why ma'am? It having in inbuilt close. Yes, in the frame in AWT it is the problem, you have not a inbuilt close. Okay, so you can use it, you can maximize it, you cannot close automatically, right? So that's why. So this is window closing. Here I am going to perform. What is the meaning of the perform? Just to move the mouse and click the close button, means the frame will be closed. For that, here it has an inbuilt closing method, void closing. Here I have to pass window event E. What is the meaning of the E? Click the close button is a E. Once I have to click, means system.exit of 0. What is the meaning of the exit? It quit from the frame. It is an entire program. So next slide I will show you how you can run the program in the Notepad editor, right? So this is the Notepad. So the same program. So here I have to return. So the same, what is that? Packages. Next one is, my class name is frame. So PSVM. What is the PSVM? public static void main. So inside you have to pass the argument string. In the string S is a capital. You already know that this basic too. Okay, now JFrame. JFrame is a class. I have to get the frame from JFrame. Second one is first frame. Next one is here I am just add the label. Next lecture I will explain you what is the label, right? Next one is the set bounds and label. I will explain you in the NET BEANS, right? Okay, set size and visibility, everything I have to already explain. Okay, in Notepad editor, this is your editor. So from the Notepad editor, so how to compile, because this is Java. Basically, how you executed a basic program, the same way you can execute the frame. Okay, ma? Okay, so here, so Java programs is my folder. In that folder, I have a program name is frame.java. What is your class? Frame. The same name, you have a same name. The class name is a file name. Here it is a Java. In the Java, what is your class name? So here you see what is frame.notepad. So what is my class? Frame. So class name should be the file name. This is the basic thing, you know that. Right. Next one is Java C. Java C means what is that? Java C? Java compiler. What is the meaning of the Java compiler? Java is a compiler and interpreter language. For platform dependent, we need a bytecode. So for bytecode, we need an interpreter. So normal C and C++, you can compile. Compilation is enough. But in the Java, you have to do compiler and interpretation. So that's why here we have a compiler. First, we have to compile. Compile means it converted into machine language. Then it converted into bytecode. So when we have to copy the bytecode, that is called OBJ. Then copy the bytecode, and wherever we want, we can run without the source code. That's why Java is called the platform independent. Okay. Now Java C frame.java compile. In the compile, if the program has any errors, means I cannot interpret. So whatever the error is come, I can rectify everything and find, and again I have to compile. Right, ma? Okay. Java C frame.java, Java frame. The Java frame is called interpretation. So final, after the interpretation, the frame window will be appear. Yes, this is the output window. So in this output window, what you have to got, this is the name of the frame. So I just add the label. So you have to leave that label. So finally, this is the window. For this, I click the close button, means for that one, we have this coding. So this is the entire, how it is the initial implementation of the frame. So after that, we have to add the components. I already told you what is the components label, how to use the label. This is label. Okay, in the name, based upon the label, here we have a text box. In the text box, it has some values. So all remaining controls and the components we will discuss in the next lecture. I hope my lecture is understandable by you, and you can develop a simple frame application using my lecture. Thank you.